OnlyFans star Courtney Taylor arrested for murder of her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli. Hey, I'm Byron Brown. I'm a lawyer. I know I don't look like one, but I am one. And that's why they call me the anti-lawyer lawyer. I argue for a living, and I'm the best there is. Please subscribe to my channel, comment, and share. I appreciate the support. Well, as I indicated, Courtney Taylor has been arrested for the murder of her boyfriend, Christian Obumseli. As you can recall, back in April in Miami, this picture went viral pretty much of Courtney Taylor in handcuffs in her apartment, covered in blood at the scene. You can see the police in the picture as well, where her boyfriend bled to death. We also know now that there was a phone call between Courtney and her mother in the minutes leading up to Courtney ending up calling 911. And now on that 911 call, it is heard that Christian Obumseli can be heard saying he's dying and he's losing feeling in his arm. Courtney Taylor is allegedly heard stating, "I really don't know if this was justified at all." Okay, you could argue, hey, she's in an emotional state, so it doesn't mean what we think it means, which I think we think it means is she must be talking about herself. She's the only one alive. So the only thing to be justified would be the murder. And she's saying she doesn't really know it's murder. Listen, I think if I murdered somebody, I would know whether it was murder or self-defense right away. And if I had to murder someone or rely upon self-defense to defend myself in killing somebody, I would readily know that right away. It's almost seeming like something you would scream from the mountaintops. Well, and then the other thing that has come out that doesn't look good as far as Courtney's position goes is this video of her and Christian Obumseli. She enters the elevator. She seems to be agitated with figuring out the button. She hits it. And then Christian Obumseli walks in and she starts, hitting him, pulling his hair. And yes, he does push her back. And I would say that he's doing something reasonable under the circumstances since someone's hitting him. He's clearly could have done more. He's obviously a larger person and he doesn't do that. So that's what we know. Court of public opinion is always quick to judge. So what do we think? Do you think that Courtney Taylor is guilty or not guilty? Well, let's just go through the facts as we know them right now. As far as the not guilty column goes, what do we have? Well, we have her statement saying it was self-defense, and her lawyer just put out this statement, and it says that there's a clear amount of evidence, or a large amount of evidence, however you want to take what he said, about the fact that Courtney Taylor was choked and attacked and she had to defend herself. Cleared self-defense situation. Obviously, that's her lawyer, so he is going to say that because he's advocating on behalf of his client. But again, it's one of those things, the news is really good, especially a lot of the TMZ and the different agencies nowadays to get this sort of news. So we haven't really heard anything. We got the elevator video, who knows who put that out, but again, we don't really have as much. That's it for the not guilty column. We have her statement, her lawyer's statement. Her lawyer's statement is a regurgitation of her own statement. That's it. So then what do we have in the guilty column? Well, we have the elevator video that doesn't look good for her. We have the picture of her in handcuffs with blood all over. That doesn't look good for her. We have the statement that can be heard on the 911 tape, allegedly, we're saying that she doesn't know if it was justified. The only thing to be justified in that situation would arguably be murder. So I can't think of anything else that she would be thinking about. We know that she was charged in July 2021 with domestic violence stemming from an incident at a Vegas hotel. So, that in and of itself, pretty much tips the scales, I would say, largely in favor of the guilty situation. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out over time, because I got to imagine that this is a case that will be in the news over the next couple months, probably, maybe even longer. Deshaun Watson, we're still talking about, and that's been 18, 24 months. So anyways, I'm interested in what you guys think. I think so far, the evidence tends to show that she's way more guilty than not guilty. But I'm interested in what you have to say. Please leave a comment below, share, and subscribe. Thank you.